Hello and welcome to this slightly different video today. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be giving a short list of things that I find very annoying when you live with someone. So I've recently moved to a flat and it's just highlighted to me again as someone who's been to uni. I've been to other various houses and I've basically realised there's this consistent behaviour that people emit that just drives me balmy, and it seems to follow me everywhere, no matter where I go. So I just thought I'll give a very short list, maybe like 5 things. That's just really just... So kicking off, we have arguably the most grating thing for me is what I like to call cutlery drawer anarchists. So these are people who decide to put the little spoon where the big spoons are, the forks where the knives are, vice versa, and it drives me fucking insane. Like, the cutlery drawer has a simple, very simple network of rules and things that you have to do. You put stuff in the exact slot that everything else is in. It's easy, it's simple, yet consistently people just seem to go crazy and put the fork where the little spoons are. Mate, use your eyes. Take 2 seconds out of your day to just, please. Because when I go there and I have my morning porridge and I pull out a fork, my whole day's ruined. You can't eat porridge with a fork. And if you can, you're a fucking mentalist as well. Alright, now, number 2. Now this is what I like to call the dumpers. So these are the people who, no matter what it is, their clothes, their personal items, and most importantly, all their bloody dirty washing and cups and bowls and everything, they just leave. They put it by the side and think, yeah, I'll think about that in about 4 years. Causes people like me then to have to shift into gear and have to clean it for them because they never do it themselves. And then when you tell them, they look at you like you're the arsehole. And it's like, mate, we do have a dishwasher, you know? You could just put it in there, but no. Apparently that's too much effort as well. Again. Alright, moving on to number 3. Now this equally grinds my gears. It's quite a niche one, but this is what I call the butter miners. So, the butter miners are the people who don't use butter in the conventional way. Normally, you have a knife, you have the butter, and you spread. If you're normal, you look at a butter packet and it says Anchor spreadable, Lurpak spreadable. You get it. But these people obviously can't read. They're from the Stone Ages who only use tools such as shovels. And then, well, they didn't even use shovels. They probably just used sticks. And they get the butter and they start yanking away to get their daily butter dose. They start digging right to the bottom of the pot. And then, when nice, normal people like myself go to use the butter, what do I find? It looks like Hiroshima has landed in the butter pot. It looks like Moses has just spreaded the butter. I don't know what it looks like. It's a fucking mess. When I used to live with my mum, right, back in the day, the butter was lovely. We both had a uniform, just spreading action. Whereas now, I haven't had that in years. Every time I go to it, I find a different story, a different event that's happened in that butter, and I can't cope with it anymore. Alright, number 4. So this is one that might not annoy me as much, but it's one of those little grating things that like just chips away at you day by day. So it's when you live with someone, and usually it hurts more when it's your friend or your partner or your parents or something like that, but it's the people who only put enough water in the kettle for one. So they make enough water for themselves and that's it. When I do it, I just, at least, do you know the little numbers? Has to be up to 3 for me, because then if anyone else wants it, you got a good, there's a little margin there, so if anyone else wants one, they can have it. But these people, they put it in for 1. They make themselves a drink and then they go. And I go to the kettle thinking, oh, I'll have one as well. Empty. So I have to open it up, put the water in, do the same thing. It's little, it's very minor, but it sets me off. It really does. So, this list is quite pathetic, isn't it, really? And finally, the worst thing when living with someone and putting up with their habits is, and arguably the most upsetting thing, is when you realise that you actually live by yourself. So